Hi Derek, thanks for coming in today. My name is Victor.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
Well, I work here in the Human Resource Department with the Brady Corporation.
Okay.
And you're here to interview for the marketing internship position, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, very good. We have a few openings, I think 3 openings, and you were one of the people that we were considering.
Fantastic.
What is that ring that you have there?
This is actually a state championship ring. I actually won this with Franklin football in 2006.
Yeah?
Oh, definitely. And it's my pride and joy. Just remember the game like it was yesterday. It was fantastic. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Huh, state champions.
Yep.
That is really neat.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Well, again, thanks for coming in. What I wanted to do today is sit down with you and kind of hear from you what your history is, your previous employer history,
Okay.
what you've done in the classroom, and how you feel that you're prepared for this particular position.
Okay.
How's
Sounds
that
like
sound?
a plan. Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Let's get
Awesome.
started.
Awesome. What I want to know from you first is what specifically drew you to the Brady Corporation?
All right. Well, I've been born and raised in Milwaukee here, so I've been here all my life, and Brady Corporation has been a vital part of the industry here since, I believe, 1914 it was that they started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just touch so many different aspects of the market as a whole, in engineering and education, in anything mechanical, in the health sciences, anything like that, and they do it all over the world. They do it in Europe, Asia, and obviously North America as well.
Absolutely.
So it's just a fantastic part of being part of Milwaukee's history as well as touching everybody's lives around the world.
Great. Now, this would be your first internship in marketing, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I guess in that case, what I want to know is what type of classroom experience do you feel that would prepare you for the tasks in this job, since you've never had a marketing internship position?
Right. Actually, through high school, I took a couple of business classes towards my junior and senior year. One of those included a small business that we ran called our school store.
Okay.
We sold pencils out of there along with snack food.
Sure,
stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah, every school has one of those, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but even for the hour that it took for the whole senior year that I had, it was just that small business mentality of how things operate, how things run in a business setting.
Okay.
That kind of gave you that knowledge that you need off the basis there.
Okay.
And then through UW Milwaukee, we actually have the business program as it's set up. So you begin taking business classes right as you start your freshman year, your first semester. So as far as the classes I've taken there, I've taken a marketing class, a business writing class, a business communications class,
wow,
an introduction to information systems class, which is kind of like a computer-based business class, and an accounting class as well.
Okay, so a pretty well-rounded curriculum in the business world. Okay, well that's good. How much experience have you had using Microsoft Office Suite? We use that here pretty much, in all inter-office communication within the company.
Right.
What is your experience?
Yeah, actually with that Introduction to Information Systems class, that class actually taught us the Microsoft Office Suite. The beginning part of that class was more of a computer history, how to use the internet, stuff like that. But then the whole last 12 weeks was split up between the Microsoft Office products.
Okay.
So the first round that we had was of Microsoft Word, then we did Microsoft PowerPoint, and then we spent that majority, it was about a 6-week period on Microsoft Excel.
Okay.
And then 3 weeks on Microsoft Access.
Okay.
So what it did with that is it got us an in-depth knowledge of everything there, along with putting in like projects, tests, stuff like that, to make sure that we have that stuff in depth before we start our business careers, because Microsoft Office Suite is the most used one in the industry today.
If I would ask you to lead a team and create a presentation, would you be able to do it using Office Suite?
Definitely, not a problem. That would be easy. I would do something through Microsoft PowerPoint, get some spreadsheets through Excel, and be easy.
Okay, good. I noticed on your resume here that you listed Japanese as one of your foreign languages.
Yep.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I haven't met too many people that speak Japanese. What made you decide to take that?
Yeah, we actually offered it through Franklin High School, through the Forest Park Middle School, the Franklin district there.
Okay.
It was one of our 4 options we had between Spanish, German, French, and obviously Japanese then. Spanish, everyone kind of took that, so it was kind of like, well, do I follow everybody else, or, it is widely used here, but it just didn't really tweak my interest. And then German and French, same thing, it just didn't really tweak my interest. And then I just thought of Japanese, and, it's just such a different a different language from all the other ones, that it'd be nice to know something like that.
Okay.
And then, obviously, with me majoring in marketing, it ended up working out, so.
Sure. That Brady Corporation, it's an international company, like you mentioned. We have offices in the Asian Pacific region, specifically in Japan and Tokyo, actually. What sort of cultural differences, like you mentioned, have you noticed between Japan and America?
In Japan, it's actually a lot different than it is in America. I know a lot of people view Japan as a more technology-based company, or technology-based country now. Sorry about that. And especially through Tokyo, where we are based there. But it's a lot more based on family, on the past, on the history. Obviously, a lot of Americans know about the samurai, stuff like that.
Sure.
But it's that mindset that it's like you got to put your family first. You've got to put everything that is about the Japanese culture before you put everything else. It's not like it is here in America where everything's going to be rushed. We have to get everything done.
Sure.
It's a lot more mellowed, slow down, go back to your roots.
It's that maternal, slower culture.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, very good. I mean, can you describe a situation maybe in a past job that you've had where you had a miscommunication with someone, maybe a client or a coworker? You know, here we pride ourselves on open communication, and you having that communication background is really helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually working as a server at a restaurant called Champs Americana. Okay. It's a restaurant in Greenfield there. It's kind of a sports bar kind of feel.
Yeah, I've been to a place like that.
Yeah, definitely. And we had a family come in. They just moved from Michigan, and so it was their first time in the area, first time going out to eat. And they were just kind of figuring out what's good in the area, what's good on our menu. So I started suggesting some stuff on there. Specifically, the incident was there was an item called what we call the 4-cheese penne.
Okay. And
it's a penne pasta, and then it's mixed with some sauces and vegetables in that as well.
Okay.
I didn't know that the vegetables could not be taken out of it. It's already mixed and sautéed in the sauce.
Okay.
And I had told her she was allergic to mushrooms, that we could get the mushrooms out.
Gotcha.
And turns out when I rang in the order, the kitchen called me up, and turns out we couldn't get them out, obviously, because they're already sautéed in there.
Sure.
So we had to go back, explain it to her. She ended up being okay with it. We actually found something else for her in our pasta section, ironically, to work out with that. So it ended up working out in the end. But just that little bit of knowledge and that little bit of miscommunication between my training and then all the kitchen stuff.
The whole thing over.
Exactly. So it worked out in the end, though.
Good. You know, one thing that we kind of, what we like to pride ourselves on is that, you know, each one of us in the company is a little bit different. We each bring something different to the table.
Right.
Can you think of something that maybe sets you apart from the crowd? You know, something that maybe you volunteer in or a hobby that you have?
Like I said earlier, obviously sports are a huge thing on me. I mean, typically most guys tend to be a sports freak.
Sure.
Everyone else, of course. But, you know, I've been playing many sports all throughout my life, and I've got a half-sister and a half-brother who are 9 and 7, so I'm kind of teaching them about sports, stuff like that.
Okay.
But I would say the number one thing that I take the most pride in is I actually volunteer to play trumpet for my church. I've been playing trumpet since 5th grade, so it's been about almost 9-10 years now. I've been playing. I played through high school and stuff like that. I didn't continue in college, but I do still play for the church. So, you know, major holidays, Easter, Christmas, any of the holidays like that, our pastor will ask me, hey, are you interested in playing trumpet for church? You know, kind of lighten up the service. Sure, why not? You know what I mean? So they really appreciate it there. They always think I do a fantastic job, no matter if I play horribly, if I play fantastic, it doesn't matter. They just enjoy it so much, and it's not just me playing trumpet, but we have a drummer, we have a guitarist. It just lightens up the mood of the services. It makes everyone really relaxed. So.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's interesting. You know, Derek, I think that's all the questions I have for me. Did you have any questions for me in particular?
Is there anything I could do going forward to kind of, you know, set myself apart from anything else? Is that it?
Well, you know, basically, like I said, you know, we're considering you for one of the positions that we have open, and I'm not the only person that makes the decision. I'm kind of part of a team, and we are going to discuss all of the candidates.
Okay.
I like what you bring to the table, and I want to read through your resume a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, what I would suggest is maybe just, you know, be on the lookout for a phone call or for an email in about a week or so.
Okay.
We should have a decision by then.
Not a problem.
Does that sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, well, good. Well, again, I thank you for coming in today. It was a pleasure to meet you. Was there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to thank you very much for having me today, taking up some of your time here.
Okay.
And, you know, no matter who you choose, whether it's myself or any other candidates, I hope that it will become a long-term asset to your company and will help you out in the future.
Okay, well, very good.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks again, Derek.
Thank you very much.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.